Hey, this is Wes with Big Wicks. Let's do some cooking. Today's video is all about our ranch seasonings. This one we came out with in January, and it's been a huge hit. What's really different about this versus the other ones that you see at the grocery store is that it has way more herbs in it. And then it also, we added the smoked jalapeno twist to it as well. And so because that one's been such a big hit, we decided to come out with two more variations of it. So we've got our Tex-Mex, we added ancho, chipotle, guajillo, and cumin. And then my wife, she's got some Cajun in her blood, so she developed a Cajun blend and we added it to this ranch, and so we have Texi-Cajun Ranch as well. Today we're gonna make chicken bacon ranch pizza using our original ranch. And then we're gonna make some shrimp and grits using Texi-Cajun. And then we're gonna make a batch of Carne Guisada using Tex-Mex Ranch. So now we're gonna fire up the Gosney and get ready to make some pizza. We're gonna make a chicken bacon ranch pizza. We need is some bacon. We've got some jalapeno bacon here from Raider Red Meats. This is my absolute favorite. So what I'm gonna do is just dice this up, get it cooked, and so it's ready to go on the pizza. Alright, so all I'm going to do is just get this about halfway cooked, just so we can throw it on the pizza, and it's going to continue cooking on the pizza. So now the bacon's looking how I want it, so I'm just going to take it off, put it in the bowl for now. So now we got to get the chicken ready for the pizza. I'm just cheating today, and I'm using a rotisserie chicken. So what I'm going to do is just chop it up, throw it in a bowl, and we'll have it ready. All right, so I'm just gonna use some of the breast meat here. So I'm gonna take this out. So I've got the chicken diced up. Now I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of glaze on it, get it mixed up, and then it'll be ready to go. So now I'm going to shred up the cheese for the pizza. I've got mozzarella and I've got some cheddar. All right. Yeah, we got the Gosney probably 3 or 4 months ago, and I've got to be honest with you, I still have not mastered the art of making my own dough. I always just go to a pizza place around the corner, buy theirs. Same thing with pizza sauce. Eventually I'll, make my own. That way I can learn different styles of pizza, Detroit and Neapolitan and all that stuff. But for now, I just buy it, so it's easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some flour down on the cutting board here. So this is just regular all-purpose flour. And then I've got some semolina flour. Put the pizza dough on the block here. Throw some more flour on top. Definitely not a professional at this either. So a little secret that I've learned is putting garlic butter down on the dough before you do any kind of sauce or cheese or anything. This just adds a really good flavor to it. I just get this at Sam's. H-E-B has it as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this down, especially get it on the crust. Outside of the edge of the crust, it'll have a really good flavor. So now I'm going to put some pizza sauce on it, just a light coat. One thing my buddy Rob that works for Gosney told me is that less is more when you're making pizza. If you put way too much stuff on there, it makes the pizza too heavy, it makes it hard to work. Some bacon all over. So one other trick that I learned is to always put flour on your peel before picking up the pizza. This will make a huge difference. Just want it to slide on there just like that. All right, then I'm gonna slide it in really quick. All right, so now I've got my turning peel. I've got my turning peel over here on the fire, just kind of preheating it. All right, so it only took about 90 seconds and it is ready to go. All I'm gonna do is top it with some of our original ranch and then get it cut up. All right, now it's ready to eat. Kay, do you want to come try this?
Heck yeah. They say you can't out pizza the Hut, but I think you did.
Thanks, man. All right, so now let's make some shrimp and grits using Texi-Cajun Ranch. First thing I'm gonna do is boil some water. All right, then we're gonna put in a pinch of the Texi-Cajun Ranch, and then once the grits are done, we're gonna cook some shrimp seasoned with the Texi-Cajun Ranch as well. We'll go ahead and add our grits. Throw in some cheese here. This Gouda is going to add a really nice flavor. You never have too much cheese. Now I'm going to just throw in a little bit of Texi-Cajun Ranch. Oh yeah. So that's ready. I'm just going to let it set aside for a little bit while we cook the shrimp. So I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil here to the skillet. While that's heating up, I'm going to get our shrimp seasoned here. Give it a little toss. All right, so as I was saying earlier, our original ranch has been a huge hit. That's why we added Tex-Mex Ranch and the Cajun Ranch. Both of them have the same base as the original. So yeah, my wife Sarah actually is the one that developed the Cajun blend that goes in this. I think she did a really good job. It has an incredible flavor. The grits in the bowl here. Top it off with some more Gouda. Like I said, you can never have too much cheese. Tyler, you want to come try this?
That's good. That's really good.
Shrimp and grits, super easy and super simple to make. This is my wife Sarah's favorite thing to make with it. And like I said, she did an incredible job doing the Cajun blend. I love how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed as well. So now the last thing we're going to make is some Carne Guisada using our Tex-Mex Ranch. This has always been one of my favorite things to make and eat. And normally I'll season the meat with, salt, pepper, garlic, cumin, chili powder, things like that. A couple weeks ago, we had a bunch of friends over at the house to watch a game and seasoned it just using my Tex-Mex Ranch, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So let's get that going. The first thing you're gonna need is 4 pounds of lean stew meat. I've got some here from Raider Red Meats. So I'm gonna cut this open and get it in the bowl. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything cut up into uniform sizes. So I've got all the meat cut up into uniform bite-sized pieces. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and season it up. So my sister-in-law absolutely loves my Carne Guisada, has for years. So the only thing that she asked for Christmas now is just for me to make her some Carne Guisada. I made a batch yesterday, 4-pound batch yesterday, so I can show you what it's gonna look like when it's finished. And this batch here is another 4 pounds. So she's gonna have 8 pounds of Carne Guisada for Christmas, and she's gonna be very, very happy. Extremely liberally, get everything completely coated on all sides. What I like to do is let it set for at least 10 minutes in the fridge. Honestly, you can do this the day before, let it sit overnight. So I've got the griddle fired up, hot and ready to go. I'm just gonna throw down some olive oil here. So we're starting out with, this is 2 poblanos, 6 jalapenos, and 2 yellow onions diced up. So all I'm gonna do is just sweat this down, let the veggies get a little bit of brown edges, onions will get translucent. When I first started making Carne Guisada, what I used to do is do it in a cast iron skillet, and it would take me multiple batches in a cast iron skillet. So once I got a griddle, this has been a big game changer for me. So yeah, this dark kind of yellow, golden brown, crispy edges. The onions are starting to get a little translucent. That's exactly what I'm looking for here. So now these are looking the way I want them. All I'm gonna do is just take them off, put them in the crock pot, and then we'll do the meat. So I'm gonna throw down some more oil again. Got the meat seasoned up, ready to go. I'm gonna throw it on. Missed a few spots here, so I'm gonna hit it with a little more of our Tex-Mex Ranch. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna brown the meat on all the sides. We're not trying to cook it all the way through. We're just, searing the flavor, all the seasoning, and then we're gonna throw it in the crock pot. And this is gonna cook all day until it's nice and tender. Now it's got the color that I was looking for, so I'm just gonna throw it in the crock pot. And then we'll add our gravy and the other ingredients, and it'll be ready to cook for the rest of the day. All right, so the veggies and meat are hanging out in the crock pot. Now we're gonna make some cream gravy so we can throw that in. And we're also gonna throw in some green chilies and Chipotle's de adobo, get everything mixed up, and then it's gonna cook in the crock pot low and slow all day. Like I said, until it's just fall apart tender. I'm just gonna throw in some bacon grease in the cast iron skillet here. I'm gonna add in some flour here. Not really any precise measurement, just a nice little pinch. I'm gonna start whisking this up. So now that it's starting to bubble up, getting thicker, I'm gonna start slowly adding some milk. So yeah, we're making just a white cream gravy, but as the carne guisada is cooking throughout the day, it's actually gonna turn brown from the seasoning and the meat rendering. This will get a nice golden brown color. The only thing I'm gonna add in is just a little bit of coarse black pepper. All right, so this is thickened up really well. It's just how I want it. So I'm gonna throw this in the crock pot. We're gonna add some roasted green chilies. We need about 8 ounces, which is half of this bottle. So I'm gonna throw that in here. This is an 8-ounce jar, so it's about halfway full, so I'm gonna throw that in here as well. Okay, now I'm gonna just stir everything up. You'll notice immediately the gravy is gonna turn from white to kind of a creamy brown color. As this cooks throughout the day, it's gonna darken up even more. Okay, so that's about all there is to it. We're just gonna put the lid on and let it cook for the rest of the day, about 6 to 8 hours, till it's nice and tender. I've got another batch. I'll pull that out and show you what it will look like when it's all done. Okay, so here's a batch that I made yesterday. I wanted you to be able to see the final product. If you look up close, you can see the color of the gravy. Best way to eat it is in a fresh flour tortilla. That's all there is to it. Time to eat. Get a fresh flour tortilla, throw some in, wrap it up, and enjoy. All right, I'm just gonna roll this up. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. You're gonna love it. Try this recipe yourself at home. Friends and family will love it as well. So that was 3 simple, easy recipes. I hope you give it a try at home. All 3 of these are available on our website. You can buy them individually. You can also buy our ranch trio. When you buy them together, you save some money. Also make a fantastic gift for anybody you know that likes to cook. Thank you for sticking around. We'll see you next time.